All right, y'all. We're back to the video. We're back to the reaction batch. Let's talk about it. So before we get into these Game 6 highlights, let's go down memory lane. Game 5, scrimmage. Because Game 5, that was a snooze fest. That was like a YMCA 24-hour fitness, flight reacts, open gym kind of scrimmage. Because, I mean, after the second quarter, I don't think the Warriors really even tried anymore. Or even during that second quarter. Then the second team brought them back in the game. Steve Kerr, I'm telling you, Steven, it's gonna come to a point. They're gonna start signing petitions to get you up out of here, Steven. Don't sell this series. The second team has been putting a lot of work. The rugby lacrosse player, what's his name? Pat Spencer. He got into a fight in game five. He's trying. Um, we're gonna get into them later, right? The second team, they pretty much brought him back in the game. The Houston Rockets brought in their starters. Steve Kerr sticking with the second team. Warriors end up losing. They were down by what? Single digits at one point, almost single digits. Steve Kerr doesn't even look at his starters, just roll with the second team, and they end up losing. And last night's game in game six. This is a YAP session. I should have said this earlier, but this is a YAP session. You know how we do YAP sessions. If you don't want to hear it, go ahead and fast forward till you start seeing highlights on the screen. But we need to talk about last night's game. The Warriors, I mean, about the first three quarters, they hung in there, right? But my problem is, Steven, you are selling the series. You know that, right? Steven, you're selling the series. Let me tell you why. This is why if the Warriors lose, we're not even supposed to be talking about this right now. We're supposed to be talking about the Warriors versus Timberwolves next week. But we're sitting here talking about Warriors versus Rockets in a game seven situation. Here's why. Steven, you see the Houston Rockets go double big lineup with Segun and Steven Adams, right? Steven Adams. What does Steve do? Goes with the same small lineup and literally just throw the ball up there to Steven Adams. And it's all day. Oh well. The Warriors they have Quentin Post. That's hype. No, it's not. Because what does Quentin Post do? You'll never see him in the post. He's literally camping at the 3 point line like these. Spot up shooter with silver, bronze, silver quick scope in Call of Duty. Quentin Post has bronze to silver quick scope badge. He's camping at the 3 point line. And even when you see him in the post, the Thompson twin, Amen Thompson, he's a YN crash out. He got in Gary Payton's face. He didn't even do anything. He's literally rim running to the basket, scoring on Quentin Post. That's why I say he needs to get in the gym this summer. Win, lose, Quentin Post needs to get in the gym. And even Steven Adams, he's cooking them. Segun, I mean, Quentin Post is just jumping at anything. And Segun is just ugh, foul every single time. He does it every time. I'm watching it live. He goes to the basket, he does this, or he goes, hey, and gets the foul. Because Quentin Post, he's a 7 foot point guard. Steven, if you sell this series, bro, it might be time to let you go. Bring back Mark Jackson or something. We haven't had a true center that will camp in the post, swat shots like how Steven Adams did last night, clean up the glass, like how Steven Adams has been doing this whole series, and get put back dunks. They're doing this Hacker Adams thing. It's somewhat working, but at the same time, it's not working because he make the free throws or he miss and you don't get the rebound. This is the last thing before we get into the highlights. I don't know why or what happened with Jonathan Kaminga, why he's not playing anymore. But at this point, you might as well trade him instead of Andrew Wiggins. What did you trade Andrew Wiggins for if you're not going to play Jonathan Kaminga? The starting five should literally be Curry, Moody, Jimmy, Jonathan, and Draymond. That is the most recognizable five. But he's starting Gary Payton over Kaminga for one. And Frederick, bro, if the Warriors blow a 3-1 lead, I understand, LeBron and Kyrie, that's a legendary duo. They blow a 3-1 lead to Frederick Van Vliet. It's going to sound like, look, pause. I'm going to say, look, pause if needed, right? Fred Van Vliet, bro, they put a, you know how when TNT and ESPN, they put players on the screen and, yeah, the close up. Bro, Fred Van Vliet doesn't even shave his chest, bro. This man has taco meat all on the chest. And he's literally prime Ray Allen. When the series started, he was literally breaking almost every shot. And all of a sudden, he just makes every single shot and doesn't miss. I don't understand why Jonathan Kaminga is not playing. He must have smashed Steve Kerr's daughter or niece, but it's just unacceptable because Jonathan Kaminga is literally a young LeBron, especially athletically. He's like a young LeBron. Keyword athletically. I kid you not, Trace Jackson Davis, he's like a Timu Blake Griffin. I kid you not. Trace Jackson Davis, the last time I seen him, he had no facial hair. This man has been sitting on the bench for so long. This man grew a full, healthy beard. Let me pull up a picture of what he looked like now. Bro, this is Trace Jackson Davis now. Trace Jackson Davis has been sitting on the bench for so long, he grew a full beard. The last time I seen him, where's Patrick at? He was like this. No facial hair. I seen him for the first time since, I don't know when in game 5. He's now like this. Steven, what are you doing? You are selling next round series. That's supposed to be legendary, bro. What are you doing? Anyway, here's these highlights. It gets to a point like, what are y'all doing? You effing up this. See, this the problem. Buddy Hield is a starter. I told you the starting five should be Curry, Jimmy, no, Curry, Moody, Jimmy, Jonathan, Draymond. I didn't even see Los Santos last night, and he's like a little Draymond with the energy. Pop that. Dylan Brooks, the offensive rebound, kept alive by Şengün. Van Vliet open in the corner. That's good. I told you he's like Ray Allen. Şengün left open. That should have been an offensive foul. Because let it be Houston, that's the offensive foul. But I like the no call at times too. It brings back the playoff physicality.
If this team believes they have a chance to win a championship, Draymond has to get in these things under control so he can play later.
The float. But here's the thing about the Warriors, right? Here's why I won't put anything past the Warriors. The last time the Warriors were in a situation like this was versus Sacramento. And everybody was saying the Warriors are cooked. Ha ha, Warriors cooked. Steph Curry's a bum. He's old. He's this, he's that, he's that, he's this. Steph Curry, even in 2016 when they blew the 3-1 lead in the finals, the series before that, Steph Curry had a legendary Game 7 versus OKC. They were one game away from having a broken season. And Steph Curry had one of the most legendary games in his career. Sacramento, 2023. No, Steph Curry's a bum. He's old. Ah! Steph Curry's son was in shambles. Steph Curry's son, Cannon, he was in shambles. Steph Curry might drop 60 alone just off of that. The last time the Warriors were in a situation like this, on the road in the first round versus the Kings, he dropped 50 and said, like the beam. All I'm saying is, the series is not over till you hit 4 games. It could come back down 3-1 to 3-3, but you got to win the last game. You doing all this just to lose? That'd be tragic, wouldn't it? Being super sweaty, targeting Steph Curry, like Dylan Brooks said. Also, Dylan Brooks. If you're complaining about fouls, go play tennis. I'm just saying, bro. Like, don't. Look, I'm telling you, don't put none past this light skinned Curry, bro. Don't put none past 30. I'm telling you. He dropped 50 on the road in the game 7. And said, like the beam.
There are no wasted minutes in the NBA. Oh, no, and Steve Kerr is laughing. He's like, okay, you
Look at this.
young fella. Oh, Van Vliet.
Frederick.
A big spark off the bench defensively. Eason has some room. Cans the three.
Yeah, this Eason dude is a random.
And so far in the playoffs.
Look at this, bro. They are triple teaming Curry. This is 6'5" and above triple teaming Steph Curry.
Curry turns it over. That's the 4th turnover. Green down the other end, throws it down. Green. Little jump hook shot off the mark. Ball tipped. And a new 14 on the shot clock. Holiday wastes no time. Nails a 3-pointer.
What are the Holiday brothers?
Looks at it, those percentages
oh, man.
And the Rockets 5
oh, the Holiday brothers hitting threes. I don't even know who that even is. I think that's Aaron Holiday or something like that. See, that's what I'm saying, right? That's what I was saying in the intro. Quentin Post, he's about 6'11", but he's not strong enough for Steven Adams, Aquaman. Aquaman is dunking that all the time. I told you he's camping at the 3-point line with Silver Quickscope in Call of Duty.
Thompson looking, searching, continues to dribble, kicks it back out. Eason, shot clock at 7. Eason, nice maneuver and lays it up and in. 1 for 6 from the field. Here comes Butler. Moody tries a 3. That's good.
Shot move.
Scoop shot won't go. Rebound Payton. Pass deflected. Brooks comes up with it and Brooks lays it up and in. Another turnover.
That no aura scream he just did. You seen that? Hold on. I'm gonna turn it up. Listen to this no aura scream he just let out.
Comes up with it and Brooks lays it up and
in. No aura. Because they was booing him to play before that. Doing this with a swollen thumb that Dylan Brooks is targeting. Yeah, well. Okay. Don't start cheating. Don't start the cheating. Buddy. See, this is the problem. This has always been the problem with the Warriors when they start losing. It's turnovers. It's simple stuff like this: is catch the ball and finish. You would have finished the layup, but what you do? Lose the ball.
Ahead to Thompson, finds Şengün.
Jalen
Green tries 3-pointer. It's good. Jalen Green from puts Houston up by 7. Final seconds. Butler gets it off and draws the foul and one. Jimmy Butler. How much do you think of that?
He missed that free throw.
This is it. We could be out. I think leading
into Frederick, Ray Allen, Van Vliet.
Pick up his dribble. Shot clock at 4. Butler trying to make something out of it. Kicks it out. Payton just gets it off in time and hits the 3. And Adams does it again. His second rejection.
Look at, bro. When has Fred Van Vliet really been doing this, bro? When does he start doing this? Transition spot up threes? Off of Hezzy? Buddy, You getting fried. I ain't gonna lie. Fred VanVleet is like 5'10", bro.
Back to the zone they go here.
You getting fried.
Curry gets away.
Good shot.
Fires, connects. Steph Curry with his fourth three-pointer. Perimeter defense all game. Butler goes inside, kicks it out to post. Shot clock at 4 again. Another time, the timer winding down, and Butler hits another shot and a foul. It's the consistent call all season long, regular season and playoffs.
This is what I was saying in the intro. Post is in the post, guarding Steven Adams. Why did you jump at this? I don't understand you. You know Sengun is not going up like that. This is not prime Dwight Howard, bro. Orlando Magic Dwight Howard. Bro, just put your arms up like this. Why are you jumping at this? He hit you with the Rondo fake. From back in the day. Like, what are you doing? Good shot. Good defense. This was unfortunate. Curry should have closed out on this one, though. This could have been a Curry closeout. Because that left Moody, for one, diving on the floor, losing the ball. Then he had to get up and close out. It was too late. That should have been a Curry closeout. That was good ball movement. That was good ball movement.
Butler, beautiful pass.
Good play.
Butler, post off the bounce. Butler fakes the three, has to put it up, and knocks it down.
F it.
One-handed shot from...
F it. You'll win.
Bajimski, no hesitation, hits another...
Brandon had an off night. See, this is how the Warriors are going to win games. It's going to be the others. They have to step up. It can't just be Curry with a swollen thumb and Jimmy Butler with a sore lower back for the Warriors to win this series. Moody has to step up, even though he has. Brandon Pajemski has to knock down open shots.
All right, Lisa. Fred VanVleet knocks down a three and the foul to start the fourth. 5 of 7 with the knuckleball tonight from 3. As Green off the bounce. Goes inside. A lot of contact. Stays with the play and banks it home. Warriors push. Butler gets in the paint. Finds Draymond Green. Got it to go.
See how the score is 4-point game, right? Watch the score. Just pay attention. It's a 4-point game right now. 9 minutes left. Just peep game.
There's a little anxiety and a little disappointment. A little disappointment.
And then Thompson drives in.
See what I'm saying? Bro, if I'm Thompson twin, Post's not even trying to guard you for one, because he just wants you to shoot. I'm rim running. I'm turning into Giannis, young Russell Westbrook. I'm rim running. Post can't stop him. Rim run. That was unfortunate. And then Ray Allen VanVleet knock down another three-pointer. It was a 4-point game. It's 107-91.
Curry trying to get on track. That one goes down.
It's a 17.
Just the second bucket made here on the one footer.
No, it's a 16 now 13-point game. Now look at the score. 110 to, bro. It was literally 94. It was 92 to 88. How did it go from 92 to 88 to 110 to 95? I'm telling you, bro, Steven, if you sell this series, you might have to resign. You're getting a 24-hour notice on your door.
They absolutely dominated Golden State here in the fourth quarter. Spencer drives and finishes. The dominance is what's stunning here on the road against an experienced Golden State team.
Now look at this production.
The thing that's most stunning for me is
The
that
lacrosse rugby player, he's getting to the basket.
So right now, the Rockets feeling good and feeling confident as they're going to
This is
get
the last thing the Warriors need, but again, I don't put nothing past the Warriors because they've been in this situation plenty of times. They just got to get it done on the road. Because I already see the 3-1 jokes going on Twitter right now. I see them. The series is not over till you hit 4 games, by the way. All right, let's see who did what. Amen Thompson with 14 and 7, 36 minutes. Dylan Brooks, 3 points, 19 minutes. Some good cardio. Especially for somebody like you that runs your mouth a lot. You would think you would at least put up 13. You put up a layup and a free throw in 19 minutes. What's his name? Ime Adoka had you sitting on the bench the whole game. That's tough. As a starter, anyway, Segun 21 and 14, 6 assists, 3 steals. Fred 29, 8 and 8. When does Fred VanVleet start playing like this? He's living up to that insane contract right now. Because at first I'm like, who are you paying? Why are you paying Fred VanVleet almost 200 million? Who does Fred VanVleet think he is? He's looking like he's worth 200 million right now. Anyway, Jalen Green with 12. Jabari, 8. Easton Dude with 8. Steven Adams had 17 because they kept doing Hacker Adams. And again, you fouling them is somewhat working, but you don't get the rebound, so it's like you're just wasting fouls. Aaron Holiday, dude, with 3. Draymond had 8. That's normal. 8, 7, and 5. Jimmy had 27, 8, and 9. Curry had 29, 2, 2, 5 turnovers. See, this is why we lose. The turnovers, turnovers, turnovers. Got to take care of the ball next game, especially on the road. Buddy Hield. You ran a buddy, 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 buddy. Listen, buddy. If the Warriors lose this next game tomorrow, I hope you know you have a 10-hour notice on your window. Cause see, here's the thing with Buddy, right? The 3-point contest in All-Star Weekend. I don't know who that was. That must have been Buddy Love. But Buddy Hield, though, what is this? What is this? 17 minutes of pure running and 3 jumping jacks. Are you serious? 0 points, 0 blocks, 0 steals, 0 assists, 0 for 3, 0 for 4 from field. So all your attempts have been threes and you missed them all. 17 minutes of cardio. Buddy, I'm telling you, bro, you will be shipped off to Guangdong, bro. It's gonna be ugly for you. If you don't perform in this game 7, you know where you're going. You're going to Japan. Simple. Gary Payton with 5. I'm like, look at this second team. Like, what is this? 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. You have an entire sideline, and they scratching their shoes on the court. Quentin Post, 18 minutes, 5 points. What is that? Moody with 13. Moody should be starting next game. If he's not starting, I'm gonna be irritated. I'm not gonna lie. Pat Spencer with 6. Pajemski with 10, and then Jonathan Kaminga, of course, is a sore thumb, not playing at all for God knows what reason. Anyway, man, it looked like the rebounding was close. 46-42. But again, they still got out rebounded. They had more assists, so it must have came down to defense. They had 6 more steals, Houston, and one more block. The Warriors had one more block. Less turnovers and less fouls. 30 fouls to 18. Bro, they shot 46 free throws? Are you serious? Bro, you cannot tell me the Warriors fouled 30. Wait, hold on. Okay, I was about to say the right thing. There is no way the Warriors fouled 30 times, bro, for them to shoot 46 free throws. 46 free throws? You gotta be kidding me. But at this point, what are we even playing? Is this like UFC? What is this? 46 free throws? And the Warriors shoot 22. That's unbelievable, Chad. That's unbelievable. Um, 12 of 30, 15 of 49 from three. Yeah, they just shot terrible. 30% from three is not going to do it. 40% from the field is definitely not going to do it. Barely over 40% versus their 45%. Anyways, see any side clips before we go ahead and wrap this video up. Yeah, I seen this. Jalen Green was pretty much grabbing Draymond's waist like his prom night, but we'll watch it again. That's why Draymond hit him with that karate chop in the neck. He's literally grabbing him. Look at this.
Draymond Green didn't see was off the ball.
Look at this, bro. He's literally grabbing his entire jersey from back here and right here like it's prom night. And Draymond, he had to karate chop him in the braids. And then, of course, Draymond gets hit with a flagrant one for that. Anybody else, that's just a common foul. And this is Steph Curry had to console his son Cannon after the Warriors lose. Matter of fact, let's pull this up on Twitter. Let's see. All right, let's watch it. This is Steph Curry consoling his son after Game 6 loss. So what I was saying in the intro, his son was in shambles. His mom, like just one game, just one win. Go to play Minnesota next week. He took this loss hard. He said, so Steph Curry said, yo, guess what? Still have one more game on Sunday. So the season's still not over, Chad. That's all I was saying in the intro. I don't put nothing past Steph Curry, bro. Does he see this? He's gonna drop 60 on Houston. I'm telling you. He's gonna lose his mind. Seeing his son like this. Season is not over. It's okay. When his son gets older, he's gonna realize his father is the coldest in game sevens. Outside of 2016 finals. So alright, we still got one more game, got 48 more minutes. Season is not over. This fourth quarter, he was cooked. He only had 3 points, but you know what? Oh, yeah, don't ever put Curry in the same sentence as wet the bed Russell. Ever. Ever put him in the same sentence as wet the bed D'Angelo Russell. That's nasty work. Um, Curry we needed a game seven. So I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, like the beam Curry. Don't get it twisted.
Gets in, the floater's up and good. And the
Don't act
Warriors
like
have
y'all
got
forgot. Go look up the highlights in your spare time. Cannon was, yeah, 6-year-old son Could barely look at his dad after losing to the Rockets in Game 6. So we got one more game, chat. 58, 6, and 7 threes. Steph Curry is the most disrespected superstar of all time. This is obviously a foul, and the Warriors had to waste a challenge on this. It shows you in the box score. The Rockets shot 46 free throws. Warriors shot 22. Look at this, bro. Like it takes for Steph Curry to almost get sent to ICU for them to finally call a foul. Like, come on. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Steph Curry to the Rockets for the last 10 years. Yeah, anyways, that's gonna end off this video. Um, we'll see you guys tomorrow, Game 7. We will be back here later because the Fever have a game at around 10 o'clock. Their first preseason game. The last two preseason games yesterday, I couldn't find any highlights of them other than in the WNBA channel. And if you haven't seen the highlights by now, you know why. So I'm gonna leave the link to both of those videos in the comments. I'm gonna try to find highlights for this Fever game. I'm trying not to watch highlights that are zoomed in, bro. We're too good for that. You know what I mean? Not to try to sound like that kind of person. Like, come on, bro. We're not watching a regular game like this. All of a sudden, it's zoomed in, and then it's back to normal, and then it's zoomed back in. Like, you trying to enjoy the game. Can't even see the screen. Anyways, I'm gonna leave the link to both of those games in the comments of this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you guys would appreciate it. We'll see you guys in the next video, man.